Hey you guys, it's me Laura, homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 3, 8, and 10, and today I am going to share with you a homeschool book haul. Now I did a little survey on my community tab on YouTube to see if you guys wanted to see library book hauls as well as the purchasing book hauls that I have, and you said yes. So as I looked at the things that I'm getting from the library, most of them are for unit studies and will be on those book hauls. So I'm actually keeping those library books separate, but I will put together all of the library books that I get probably once a month, and I will show them in one video. So these are not all books that I'm checking out at one time, but they're all books that have nothing to do with our unit study that I'm checking out over the course of the month. So the first book that I have to show to you today is Heartwood Hotel, A True Home. I got this and I have a couple other books. I'm gonna let the boys, the kids, pick what they would like me to do. We're planning on having a really light unit for Christmas time, for like the end of November and December, and I wanted to have a fun read aloud that really interested them, that was kind of holiday themed, and this one is not particularly Christmas themed, but it very much has to do with the holidays and preparation and things like that. So I am going to give them this as an option for that. When Mona the mouse stumbles across the wondrous world of the Heartwood Hotel in the middle of a storm, she desperately hopes they'll let her stay. As it turns out, Mona is precisely the maid they need in the grandest hotel in Fernwood Forest, where animals come from far and wide for safety, luxury, and comfort. But it's not all acorns and souffle and soft moss-lined beds. Danger lurks, and it approaches. Mona has to use her wits to protect the place she's come to love, because this hotel is more than a warm shelter to spend the night. It might also be a home. We have started with my oldest kind of a new approach to math. We are doing a lot of out of the box. We've kind of ditched a solid curriculum. I have a guide that has all the concepts he needs to learn. It's called Math on the Level. It is a math curriculum, but it's not a curriculum like, here, do these lessons on this level. It has all of the skills that need to be learned and helps you build regular review and teaches you how to learn those skills, but you teach the skills in whatever order you want, and it gives you a lot of real life, hands-on, practical stuff. It's not worksheets and problems and things like that, which suits him to a T. So I saw this and I thought I would check it out at the library and see if it is something that we might want to use. It's called Math Lab for Kids, Fun Hands-On Activities for Learning with Shapes, Puzzles, and Games. So I'm gonna look through this and see if there's any activities that match any of the skills that we're trying to learn this year, see if there's any way I can incorporate them into any of our unit studies, or just maybe have an extra fun math day with some really fun hands-on projects. So I'm gonna look at this and see if it's gonna be something to help us out. Get ready for a new way to learn and enjoy math. Math Lab for Kids shares more than 50 hands-on activities that make learning about math fun by drawing and building shapes, solving puzzles, and playing games. Geometry and topology. Build, draw, and transform shapes. Play with prisms, antiprisms, platonic solids, Mobius strips, and squeezable, squishable shapes. Maps. Color like a mathematician. Discover how to fill in maps with the fewest number of colors possible. Curves and fractals. Stitch, draw, and create. Make curves using only straight lines and repeat shapes to create fantastic fractals. Tangrams, toothpick puzzles, and nim play. Solve and win. Learn to play and discover strategies to solve and win these time-honored brain teasers and games. Graph theory. Make connections. Explore how points and edges are interconnected by drawing graphs. Everything you need to complete the activities can be found in this book or around your house. Open Math Lab for Kids and start exploring the exciting world of math. So this I saw on somebody's YouTube channel, and I don't remember whose because I was watching so many haul books, and I believe this was a library haul as well. And this is called Slow Down, 50 Mindful Moments in Nature. And while I do plan on sharing this with my children, I really got this book for me. I'm thinking if I can read one of these a day, either until I have to take it back or I decide to get my own. This might help me to take a minute, either in the morning or the evening, to just kind of calm down and chill my mind, to look at these and enjoy them. And I might do some artwork based on this book because I really love the art style, and I would have fun doing some of these in watercolor. It says, all around us, nature is working wonders. Every day, hour by hour, magical transformations happen right in front of you, but it's not always easy to see them. Discover 50 nature stories, paused just long enough for you to watch them unfold. Then go outside and see what you can find when you take time to slow down. This next set of books you may actually see again in the future. Some of these books, some not. I am doing some research for a unit study that is coming up. It started out as a Helen Keller unit study, and I think it's turning more into a literature-based study on this book. And this is not from the library, but this will cover Helen Keller and light and sound and whales, and I think it's going to be really good. It'll also, the main character in this book is deaf, so it will cover all of those things. So I'm doing some research as I'm preparing for that unit study. So the next few books are for that, and then we'll get back into like non-themed books again. This is The Blue Whale, and I'm just hoping that this will help me learn a little bit about the blue whale, and I thought this might help with some inspiration too for some art projects. An absorbing and beautifully illustrated nonfiction picture book, The Blue Whale will immediately draw children into the life and world of this enormous whale. Here we learn about the blue whale in relation to trucks, cars, milk bottles, jet planes, hippos, and even tree stumps. The Blue Whale is a lively read full of fun, visual cues, and is just the right amount of detail, both key when it comes to young readers and their enjoyment of a book. Okay, this is Science 24/7, Acoustics, Beat, 4/4 Time, Lips, Celebrity, and Rock Music Science. So this is all about acoustics and music science. How does physics help make music? Why does some music make you happy? And how do you get rid of earworms? The answer to all those questions and more are in science and in this book. Whether you make music or just love to listen to it, you'll find out that there's more going on than just singing and playing. Without science, there would be nothing but silence. And it's not just music. Science is all around us, every hour of every day. Discover more ways that science is part of our lives in Science 24/7. This one is science infographics on light and sound. And again, a lot of this is just very basic research for me as I try to put together this unit study. And this one, I am a very visual learner, so the infographics are going to be really helpful, and I'm hoping that it'll give me some basic topics and basic things that I can kind of build on for this lesson. It includes sound waves, loud and quiet, high and low, the speed of sound, using sounds, making light, the spectrum of light, colors, bending and reflecting, shadows, the speed of light, using light, seeing and hearing. And then it's got some additional resources in the back as well. This is another one on sound. This one is turn it up, turn it down, and it's on volume. It says, Exploring Sound is an exciting new series that focuses on how sounds are made, how we hear sounds, and how and why sounds vary in pitch, frequency, and volume. Using examples from everyday life and fun activities, readers are introduced to these key concepts and encouraged to explore them independently. How do sound waves travel? Which bird makes a booming sound that travels long distances? Which materials absorb sound waves? Each Exploring Sound title offers easy-to-follow activities that investigate different aspects of sound, clear and informative diagrams and explanation, and comprehensive topic coverage. So the titles in this series are Making Noise, Making Sounds, Shh, Listen, Hearing Sounds, Turn It Up, Turn It Down, Volume, Why Can't I Hear That? Pitch and Frequency. This one is just your general nonfiction kids book about blue whales. I actually, when I'm doing research for pretty much anything, I tend to start with children's books, whether they be nonfiction picture books or chapter books, because I find that they give a lot of information in a more condensed format, and I really, really appreciate that. This one is a little bit less information than I was hoping for. I think it's meant to be more of an early reader, but it still might have some good information in there that I can use while I'm planning. This one is A Blue Whale, the Biggest Thing There Is. This is one that I'm actually very familiar with, and I am considering adding it to our collection. I really enjoy these books. This I was hoping would give me some ideas for some math concepts that we can incorporate into this unit, but it's a great picture book, and I think the kids will enjoy it, but I'm hoping I can pick up some stuff for me now as well. The last book I have in this category is A Whale Biologist at Work, and I think this one's actually going to be the most helpful for me as I plan for this unit study. This is from a series of books by the Wildlife Conservation Society books is what they're called. And it says the dynamic mix of books in this series offers an exciting look at the work and passions of real-life scientists. Each title describes the triumphs and challenges scientists face as they study animals in the wild. Along the way, you will also discover what scientists have learned from their hours of careful observation. What do woodpeckers eat? Where do golden eagles build their nests? Where do humpback whales spend the winter? These are just a few of the intriguing questions answered by these books. And they also have Chipmunk Family, Golden Eagles of Devil Mountain, and Woodpecker in the Backyard. And I don't know if there's more to this series or not, but it looks like it's really going to be super helpful with ideas for this unit study. The next book is a book that I really want to add to our own library. It's the Smithsonian American History Visual Encyclopedia by DK, and there have been some giveaways with some of these Smithsonian books on Instagram lately, and I saw this one and I immediately thought of my child who loves history, and I knew that he would like this book. He really enjoys these encyclopedias that are heavy on images. Both of my boys have really enjoyed those, and so I thought before I purchased it, because I went to look and it's really expensive, I thought I would get it and from the library, and that way we can have it in our home for a while and see how he responds to it, and if he is still really wanting it by the time we need to take this back, then I may purchase it, but I wanted to give it a go first, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna love it. This comprehensive guide charts an incredible historic journey through the centuries, from the American Indians to the founding of a new country and the war that divided it, to America's extraordinary impact on the world today. With the complete texts of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Gettysburg Address, as well as state-by-state information, this groundbreaking reference book shows how the country's present and future are firmly rooted in its vibrant past. And this is a book as well, if you are wanting to do American history but you don't want a traditional textbook, this would totally be an amazing spine for a US history, not really a unit, but this would be a really awesome resource as a textbook for your American history if you wanted to do it that way. So anyway, that's something else about this book, but I'm really, really excited about this one.